All right, we're in here for the 4th place matchup. It'll be Joann Mason Parker versus Caroline Powell.
Let's get it on!
Winner plays Brianna Miller. Loser goes into 4th place and gets an envelope. Flag sponsored by Game On Sportswear. Get your game on. Check them out at bigfamilycustoms.com. You're watching the JPNEWT Pechauer Northeast Women's Tour. We're here at Shooter's Family Billiards, 2230 Hamburg Turnpike in Wayne, New Jersey. Open Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. to 1 a.m. Saturday and Sunday, 1 p.m. to 1 a.m. WPBA sanctions Pechauer Northeast Women's Tour as a regional sanction tour. Players from the WPBA are welcome to play in the events. Players here also sometimes have qualifiers like today's event to get into WPBA future events. And we're going to start off here, rack number 1. Caroline Powell, former WPBA number 1 ranked player. Joann Mason Parker, former U.S. Open champion. We'll do a player profile on Joann here in a minute. All right, 1 down on the break for Caroline. Caroline's a 639 Fargo. Joann is a 656 Fargo, so very comparable in their skill. All right, Joann at the table. She's going to play the 1 ball. Play the 1 ball in. She's got to hit just a little bit of low left English. I'm going to try to put the cue ball in this area here. Joann plays a little bit like a side shot style. Definitely a shot maker, but there are some times where you think she's going to go for a shot. She plays a really good jam up safe. I think with Caroline could be a really good matchup. And cuts the 2. She wanted to bump the 3, missed the 3 a little bit though. She could back play the 3 into the 8. She could push the 3 up to the top rail and try to leave the cue ball between the rail and the 8. Worked up on the 8 pretty good. Caroline's going to have to kick at it. Caroline can go up and down. Might be a possible 3-railer, but it would be extremely tough. Good hit by Caroline. She does a little bit of an inside English off the rail. Joann could cut this. She could also play it safe here and use the 8 as a blocker. At the 3 behind her, but she cuts it in. A little harder. I think she would have got out a little bit more close to the center of the table for the 4, but she still has the back cut. She just has to feather the ball in a little bit. Could cut the 4, and she could also play it safe, where she plays the 4 to the left, puts the cue onto the bottom rail, and uses the 5 as a blocker. Joann looking to shot over a little bit. She's taking her time with it. Shoot this 4 right into the bottom left corner. Joann opts for the safe. That 4 onto the 7. There's a possible carom situation off the 4 into the 9 to make the 9 in the corner. Caroline down on the ball. She's going to try to play the left edge of the 4. One for the 9, but she made the 4 also. I can play the 5. She could back bank the 5 and try to maybe play, get a little lucky and play that 9 in. That's going a couple different ways to shoot at it. Even if she overbanks it, she could catch the rail and then the 9, and ball could possibly go in that way too. Two ball to carom in there. It should get in there. Just loses Joann a shot and opens the 8. Caroline could be in trouble if Joann fires this 5 down to the bottom right corner. Joann looking at this shot. Backing up a little bit. I'm not sure she needs to jack up. Joann fires that 5 ball in. She's going to get herself a nice position on the 7. She'll be able to play the 7 in the top left corner, come out 1 rail for the 8 and 9 in the same pocket on the top right. At the bridge, going to play the 8 into the corner. Just a little simple draw back about 6 inches. All right, she gets the angle to the 9. All right, we got 1-0 Joann Mason Parker. So speaking of Joann, let's look at her player profile. Battle and Beauty, Joann Mason Parker, currently ranked number 17 on WPBA Tour. Joann's 5'4", 656 Fargo. She's right-handed. Sponsored by Navigator Tips and Chalk, Blue Impact Cues, and she's playing with a brand Covey, Wood Shade. Joann is currently number 4 on the JPNEWT Women's Tour. 1990 U.S. Open 9-ball champion. She's a Masters World Champion. BCA Hall of Fame nominee. Check her out on Facebook. Joann.MasonParker. We're going into rack number 2. Joann up 1-0. I don't know why. It seems our link is dead for YouTube. It keeps showing 0, but there's a bunch of people, especially in the chat here. All right. Our break by Joann's going to be Caroline's chance at the table. Caroline, she gets past the 3. She has a chance to get out. 1 leads at a 2. Could also play a 3-9 combo if she gets below the 3 ball. And Caroline overcuts that 1. Might get away with it though. Looks like Joann doesn't really have a shot to shoot at on this particular one. Going with the more conservative shot. That's the one to the top rail. Don't leave Carolina bank. She could also play a containing shot here and try to hold it behind the 5 ball. Put the 1 down on the other end of the table. And tuck that cue right in around that 4 ball. She didn't hide it completely. Joann might be able to get a clip of it or kick the top rail. The top rail here, a little soft, but she's just trying to nip the edge of the 1. Doesn't work out for her there. It's going to be ball in hand. Caroline Powell. Nicknamed Kapow. All right, Caroline looking to play this one to the corner. One, she gets pretty good on the 2. She plays the 2 correctly. She could come 2 rails for the 3. Play a possible 3-9 combo in the side. Push the cue ball over. She got a shot on the 3. A little bit of a back cut, though. Just being a little bit straighter on the 3. She had the option of shooting it straight into the 9, holding the cue. Well, for the 3-9, it didn't get there. It's going to leave Joann an open shot with the 3 in the bottom right corner. She can play the 3 in, come 1 rail. Looks like they should use the top rail. Joann plays a lot of high follow, a lot of her shots. Three. Caroline's going to be shooting at this 3 ball over top of the 5. Caroline misses the 3. It's going to be ball in hand to Joann Mason Parker. An opportunity here to run the rack. Go up 2-0 in a race to 7. I would have wanted to see her go forward just a little bit more, but I think she'll be okay. She can cut the 4, play low left, come out 2 rails. Bump the 8 into the pocket. Make it a little easier for her to get onto the 6 now. All she has to do is make the 5. She doesn't really need to get too much position. All right, cue ball rolls down to the 6. Joann can play the 6 into the top right corner. Just a little bit of outside right English. She can play it right off the side rail and come over for the 7. Two options here. She can just play it soft, leave the cue long, and take the long 9. She could hit it low left and come out 2 rails. Joann's out for the soft shot. She's going to play the 9 into that corner. All right, Joann plays that 9, and she's going to go up 2-0 in a race to 7. That's a good buddy of mine here. Wants to tell you about PA Pro-Am.
Hello, PA Pro-Am is number 1.
My guy, Efren Reyes. All right, we got 2-0 here in a race to 7. I'm going to give you a thank. It's Digital Pool for helping power this tournament. The tournaments across the U.S. to run a tournament or be a tournament director, you definitely need to use Digital Pool. About digitalpool.com. All right, rack number 3, Caroline Powell trailing 2-0. That's a good break there. 2 down on the break, and she possibly has a 2-9 combo here. Definitely see her going for that. Caroline's calling the 9. Play the right side of this 2, cut this 2 in. Try to hit this 8 pretty full, almost right in the face. Moves the 9 out of the way. She has a shot on the 4. Caroline playing the 4 in. Playing it soft, maybe to play the 5 into the side pocket. To just coast that one in there. She couldn't really manipulate the cue ball too much. Play the 4, I'm sorry, play the 5 into the side pocket or the top right corner. I kind of like the top right corner a little bit because she can use the cue ball to float over for the 6 in the bottom left. Caroline opts to take the 5 into the side pocket. Six bottom right corner. High left or low right, depending on how you want to shoot the shot. She can shoot it high left and come out 1 rail, or low right and come out 2. Caroline goes for the low right option. Onto the 7. She's going to be on the tough side of the 7. I'm going to have to cut this 7 in with a lot of high right and come 2 rails. Caroline looking to cut it. To the 7. Oh, she's going to hang that ball. Give Joann a chance to steal this rack. Joann on to the 8, looking to make this 8 and roll up for the 9. Take a commanding 3-0 lead. All right, Joann's taking a 3-0 lead in a race to 7. We're blowing up the pool world here. We're having the Pennsylvania Open in September in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. We're going to kick off Pennsylvania Pool Week. First starting that week, September 7th and 8th. Going to be the Pennsylvania State 9-ball championship. It's an open event. It's a $120 buy-in. Get 3,000 added to that event. September 11th and 12th, if needed, we have the Pennsylvania State One Pocket Championship. 5,000 added to that event. And September 13th, 14th, and 15th, we have the $10,000 added Pennsylvania Open. An open event, 128 players, $350 buy-in. With a full field, you're looking at around 50,000 almost payout. All right, rack number 4. Ryan Mason Parker's up 3-0 in a race to 7. Joann pushing down to the bottom rail. She didn't have a shot on the one. Just give Caroline this shot and see what she does with it. For Caroline to maybe play the left side of the one. Make the cue ball come out 2 rails and try to hide behind that 5. Might even come 3 rails. If she hits it dead nuts perfect, then it would actually go 4 rails, but I'm not sure if she's going to have enough to get that cue ball down there. Caroline plays the left side of the one. She's going to use the 3 as the hider and the 6. Doesn't want it to go in. Joann could get airborne here. Get real airborne here, especially the distance she has. Trying to maybe jump masse or jump kick off the rail. She's up pretty high on this shot. Wow, good try by Joann. Great shot by Joann. I'll leave Caroline a chance to run the rack here. Pretty much everything's open. She can play the 1 into the corner. About 2 rails for the 2 into the bottom left corner. She can hold the cue ball a little bit and kind of float over for the 3 on the bottom right corner. You could go forward and play the 3 in the side, but that's a much tougher shot from that distance. She's just going to float this ball over to her left side, our right. Yeah, it's a good shot. She bumps the 6, slows the cue down a little bit. You can play the 3 to the bottom right corner, kind of hold the cue ball, make it run into that right side rail, so she can play the 4 in the left side pocket. She comes over for the other side, then she's going to play the 4 in her right side pocket, roll the cue ball up to play the 5 on the top right corner. Play the 5 to the top right corner and hold the cue ball right in that area for the 6 in the side pocket. Be able just to roll it right over into the side pocket and get herself lined up for the 8. Pretty much connect the dots from here, 8 to the corner, and then a 9. Right, 9 to the corner. Caroline's going to try to get herself onto the board. All right, 9's in. We got 3 to 1 on the score. Joann Mason Parker leads Caroline Kapow. Kapow with a score of 3 to 1. Guys, we got our big Pennsylvania Open tournament coming up soon if you're looking to get on the sponsorship list for that. For sponsorship opportunities. Be a table sponsor and live stream sponsor. Jerseys, you can be a full sponsor. So many options. Reach out to us. We could definitely make something for any budget. All right, we have rack number 5 coming up. Caroline is trailing 3 to 1. Her break. I think that's going to be a dry break by Caroline. That's going to give Joann a chance. That 2 6 is kind of locked up, but that's 3 9. It's pretty tasty. Joann could play the 1 ball into the bottom right corner. She plays the angle right. The 1 in the bottom right corner. She plays the angle right. Gets herself locked in that position there. She has a chance for the 2. Speed control is important here. Wait for the breakout. She's not going to get it. She's going to roll up behind the 5, though. It's going to force Caroline to either jump or kick at this ball. Caroline's not a bad jumper. She has her Mez jump cue. She has a full Mez loadout. Mez playing cue, Mez jump cue, Mez break. She's opting to kick. Kick bottom rail, side rail. Is it full? Cue ball's going to go behind the 9. Joann can play underneath with some low English and like a kick and stick type situation. Hold the cue ball basically right where the 1 is. She could also potentially swerve around the 8, catch a rail, but that one's going to be a little tougher. Guys, check out PA Pro Am Pool for all of our upcoming events and information. Double kisses the 1. It's going to push the 1 towards the top rail. It's not going to get there, though. It's going to leave Caroline a shot on the bottom left pocket. I don't expect Caroline to move the cue ball a lot here. Just play the 1 in, hit the, essentially be the top rail for breaking, but the bottom rail on the screen here, right by the 7. Let the rail come out for the 2. 3 9 is still unaffected, though. That is an available shot once they get there. Goes around the 7. She's going to get herself a slight angle on the 3. That could help her out to get... I'm sorry, slight angle on the 2. That could help her out to get back towards the 3. A little bit of low left English, around 7 o'clock. Ideally, if she could get there, she really wants to play this ball into the pocket Come out and bump the 5 and stay right there. That would be the best ideal position for her. I'm not sure if she's going to be able to get there though with the angle. Let's see if Caroline can get her angle into the 3 and try to take a potential 3-9 combo. Come across, she's going to get there for the 3. Let's see if she can make the shot. I lean over to 5 a little bit, but shouldn't be in the way too much. Three nine combo. Caroline drills it down, makes that score 3-2. Down by 1 right now.
Check out the incredibly fast shipping by Eddie P from Crossroad Cues. Guys, they sell all the best brands in the world. Jim Pierce, Sly, Philippi, Salermo, PFD, you name it, they have it. Check out my man Eddie P, the man of faith. CrossroadCues.com. And you can reach him at crossroadcues@gmail.com or give him a call.
Apologies, guys. I had to step away for a second. Joann leaves Caroline long. Caroline does have a safe situation. She could play the right side of the 5. Put the cue ball 2 rails behind the 7. Looking at her options here. I think the best option is to play the right side of the 5, put the cue ball 2 rails behind the 7. Left side. I don't know if I like that. I liked putting it the other way. All right, that's going to leave Joann the 5 into the side pocket. Just roll forward for the 6. Basically, you can, wherever you land, you'll have a shot. She's looking ideally to play the 6 into the corner pocket. If she rolls past, she has a side pocket. If she continues to roll, then she has the top left pocket. All right, looking at the options on the 6. We go around the table. Little bump of the 8 on the way in. That helps her get the 6. Right, 7 to the corner. I'm looking for her to hit that top rail. Come 2 rails. Top rail, side rail for the 8. Be careful though. You don't want to catch speed off that bottom rail. Joann's a seasoned professional, so she knew exactly how to hit it. Light angle on the 7. I'm sorry, for the 8. Play off the rail, draw it out just a little bit. I'm going to play the 8 to the top right corner. She's going to try to take herself a 4-2 lead. All right, we got 4-2 by Mason Parker. Joann was the winner of the 1990 U.S. Open. In that same year, I'm gonna look that up real quick. I think in that same year, Nick Larner won. Let's see who Joann's opponent was. We're in the rack number 7 now. Caroline with a not the best shot on the 2. She's probably gonna play safe on this one. That's going to be ball in hand. Joann. Really want to do that. Joann's going to have an open table. All right, Joann with the 2 in the left side pocket. She's going to leave herself for the 3. So, kind of 50-yard line on the 4. She can cut the 4 in the side or play it in a corner. Looking for her to cut it in the side. And plays the 4. Hits it very nicely. Comes back out for the 5. That was a great shot. All right, she has a shot to the 6. I like using 2 rails on this. You can use 1. I like using 2. Using that second rail is sort of like a slowdown. Actually, going to shoot the 7. She misses the 7. It's going to get... 7 might get down behind the 9. Joann's going to sort of get away with it. There's a possibility she can hit off the bottom rail, Caroline. Little inside spin, maybe play the 7-9 to the bottom left corner. Caroline's really looking at that 7-9. It could be a possibility for it in the corner. She's trailing 4-2. I don't know if I want to play the 9 here. It's a little tough to play the safe. You could really thin it and leave the cue back all the way up towards the top rail. Yeah, she's going to hit this one. She's going for it. come out bad on that one. 7 ball kind of sticks to the rail. I mean, there's a banking opportunity for Joann in the side pocket. She's got to hit it really good. Joann does have the skill to make this ball, don't get me wrong. And she's trying to put her behind the 8. She doesn't get there, but still leaves an awkward shot for Caroline. Caroline can bank the 7 lightly. Almost like a two-way shot. Hold the cue ball behind the 9, bank the 7 towards the bottom right. Hold it top rail. All right, Joann for the 7. Gonna cut the 7 into the corner. She could draw this ball out with a little bit of low left. Hit the bottom rail, right side rail, and spin out in between the 8-9. Good shot if it gets drilled in. She hit it perfectly too. It's gonna bump the 9 even a little bit. Kisses it. Oh. Shot by Joann. She can cut the 8 in. Little inside English. Come 1 rail out for the 9 on the top left corner. Joann plays that 8 ball into the corner. She's going to get onto the 9. All right, Joann's going to take a 5-2 lead and erase the 7. The 4th place match. Winner of this is eliminated in 4th place, is in the money. I'm sorry, loser of this is eliminated in 4th place and is in the money. Winner goes on to play Brianna Miller for 3rd place. The Quest for Excellence promo by Kamui. We're going to be going into rack number 8. Joann is up 5-2 currently. Caroline has the 1 in the side. I think She's going to want to play the 1 on the side and try to brush off the 3 or just roll straight between that 6-8. Does brush off the 3. 3 get in the way. No, I think the 2 can go. Not to play the real outside corner of that corner pocket. Could try to overcut the 2 and play the 2 into the 3, but then what happens is the cue ball rolls forward where the 4 is at. I'm gonna try to carom off the 2 and make the 3 ball. Does not go. It does leave Joann. Essentially a cut combo. Cut the 2 into the 5, but the 5's off the rail. So she'd have to bring the 2 off the rail. It's an incredibly tough shot. Depending on her stroke, Joann can bank it. Essentially 4 rails, draw the cue back into the 3. I mean, that's a really tough stroke. Curious to see how she's going to play this shot. There's a couple different options. I don't see a clear making a ball option, so she's either going to have to create a shot or come up with a good safety. Taps the 2 into the rail, kind of leaves it off the rail. Does help Caroline a little bit with the 2-5 combo. 2-5 combo could definitely be a sellout shot if she does not hit it perfect. Makes a great shot, but man, it leaves a 2 on that rail. Kind of playing a 2-way shot. It's tough to not want to play the 2-way shot there in case you miss. The possibility of a 2-rail bank. Bank the 2. Kind of skim the... oh, mine's terrible here. Kind of skim that a little bit on the way down. She's going to play the outside of the 2 rails, try to get behind the 6. She's going to hit that 8 pretty full. All right, it's going to leave Joann a chance. Joann wants to get to that right side rail. It's going to have the 3. She's going to come to the left side of the 3, try to put the cue ball in between that 4-9. Right in that little avenue there to play the 4. Here's the 4 pretty well. I have a good shot on the 4 to play the 4 into the corner, hit the right side rail, come out for the 6 on the left top. Wants a slight angle on the 6. She doesn't really want to be straight. Might have to create a little, create an angle here and cheat the pocket just a little bit. I like that shot, using the right side rail as a slow to speed down. This here could be a sucker shot if you don't hit it right. So she's going to want to play high English. She's got to punch this ball off the rail. She wants to come in between that 7-9. Just like that. Great shot by Joann. Got a little deep on the 7. For Joann to either draw it or she's going to go forward with it, but soft. She wants to hit this left side rail and come out for the 8. she overshoots it, she can play the 8 into the top right pocket. If she undershoots it, she can play the 8 into the side pocket. Play, she gets 8. Play the 8 in the right side pocket. Pull the cue ball back for the 9. One rail out. It's going to play the 9 on the top right pocket. Get herself onto the hill. All right, that's going to put Joann on the hill. Needs one more. Caroline needs 5. All right, we're going to go into rack number 9. Caroline is trailing 6-2. Going to come out with a big break here. Maybe break and run out, put a little pressure on Joann. Here, Caroline has to be perfect. So when she shoots at a ball, she either has to make it or stick Joann. And simple. All right, rack number 9. Caroline breaks. Makes a ball in. She has a shot at the 2. If she can get down past the 9-8, she's going to play the 1 into the bottom left first. And try to come out and get in between that 9-8. Caroline, oh, she's going to run into that 7. And might still have a shot at the 2. She's going to definitely need to rake on this one. She has to thin this 2 into the pocket. Ideally, she'd want to run into the 5, into the 3. Going past the 3 wouldn't be the worst, but she wants to stay above the 3 to play the 3 in the bottom left corner. Opts for the safe instead. Cue ball skirts out a little bit. Shot on the 2. Bottom left goes. She'd have to thin it. About 2, possibly even 3 rails for the 3. Bottom right goes. Clearing the 5. You're hitting probably about 3 inches before the pocket. You're going to come out to the center of the table also. Speed's key here. Finesse is even more important. The shot by about 2 or 3 inches. It's going to leave Caroline a similar shot, but Caroline's angle now is pretty much going into the 5. Probably nip just the left edge of the 5 if she plays this 2 to the bottom right corner. Just misses the 5, gets himself onto the 3. Slight angle on the 3. She can play the 3 into the corner. She wants to draw to the right side rail. Trying to work the hit area here. Fires a little bit of a stroke. Caroline definitely does have a stroke, though. I've seen her draw the ball full length. Bit conservative on that shot. Wants to make sure she has a shot on the 5. She doesn't want to scratch. Caroline looking to cut the 5. It's going to be a lot of inside English. Looking around 4 o'clock, looking to cut this ball in. Essentially coming 2 rails. Left side rail, bottom rail, and then hopefully getting a little lucky and coming in between the 6 and the 7. You could go high with it, but pushes the ball off the rail. Gets it clean. Right in between the 6-7. Great shot. The rack winning shot right there. And play the 6 in, get herself back to the 7. Bit of a reach for Caroline. I think she'll be okay, though. She wants to spin down to between a 9-8. Bumps to 7. Oof. Didn't want to get there. Safe opportunities. She can pretty much Z shot the 7 and try to draw the cue back behind the 9. She can just go for the bank and try to just get out. It's not the easiest shot from this position. I don't see a carom off the 7 into the 8. It's a great shot here. It's going to force Joann get her jump cue out. It's going airborne here. She's got to be careful. She might nip this 9 on the way up. Looks like she's elevating. Try by Joann. Few balls going to hit that bottom rail. 7 balls. Slightly tough shot for Caroline. She can cut it in now. Doesn't really have to worry about a scratch. Just play high on the ball, cut it in. As long as she doesn't overpower the shot Back and forth, back and forth. She should have a shot on the 8-ball. This is the 7's going to hang it up. He's going to come down for Joann. Joann has a chance to possibly get out. All right, Joann plays that 7 into the corner. Looking to play a stop shot on this 8-ball. Joann misses the 8. Wow. I think she got a little overzealous on that shot. Give Caroline a chance to win this rack and get it to 6-3 with her break, I believe. All right, Caroline's going to make it 6-3. We'll be going into rack number 10. That was our in the box Pennsylvania Open set. The jacket, matching jersey. You can check them out on In the Box or inthebx.net. They have a great price going on for them right now. There's Joann's break. Actually, it's going to be 6-3 Joann in a race to 7. She's on the hill. Be rack number 10. A 3-ball down. She has a shot on the 1. It's not the easiest shot, but she still has a shot on it. Joann to play the 1. Back cut. She wants to come in between the 4-7. Get a fortunate roll on the 7 to hit it. Play the 2 to the top left corner. Come out 2 rails for the 4 in the side pocket. Joann strolling this ball. Played it strong. She gets herself onto the 4. I don't see any reason why she can't get out of this rack. All right, 4 on the side. Just going to play the 5 to the corner, come out 1 rail for the 6. All right, 5 out to the 6 ball. Rolls out to the 7. Just gonna play the 7 in the right side pocket, make the cue ball come 3 rails and get straight on the 8. And it's perfectly over for the 8. 8 to the corner, pull back for the 9. Rolls back for the 9. This is for the win. All right, and Joann puts that down. She's going to take this win and move on to the next round.